Good morning, Rafi. Good morning. Today we shall start bad debt accounting. How to record bad debt? First of all, what is bad debt? Bad debt is nothing but uh, it is loss. What kind of loss? When you uh, sell goods on credit, debtors is created, and after some time they pay your money. When you realize that any person who is unable to pay your money, हो सकता है कि वो इंसॉल्वेंट हो गया ड्यू टू इंसॉल्वेंसी. What is insolvency? What is insolvency? When any person's asset is less than its liability, that means liability is more than its asset, then that person is called insolvent. And due to insolvency, that person is unable to pay your money, and that is called bad. This is your loss. So you need to account for that loss. So this is called bad debt account. So how to make entry for bad debt account? What entries are required to be passed? We need to learn. For bad debt accounting, there are two methods. First is direct method. In direct method, you need to pass only 3 entries. Only 3 entries. But in provision method, there is another method which is called provision method. In provision method, you need to pass 4 entries to account for bad debt. When we sell goods on credit, what entry is required to be passed? When we sell goods on credit, what entry is required to be passed? Debtors to sales. Debtors to sale. When you are certain that that person is unable to pay because of his insolvency or any other reason, maybe suppose he has due to his death, you are certain that you will not be able to recover the money, so you are certain it will be bad debt, it is loss. So at that point of time, when there is actual bad debt, when there is actual bad debt, what entry is required to be passed? Bad debt account debit to debtors. Bad debt account debit to debtors. Since it is loss, at the end of the year you need to show this bad debt, this loss in the profit and loss, so that you can determine profit and loss, profit or loss of the business, profit or loss of the business. To determine profit or loss, you need to show in the profit and loss account. So when this bad debt is transferred to profit and loss, what entry is first? When bad debt is transferred to PL, profit and loss account, then what entry? Profit and loss account डेबिट टू bad debt. Okay. Now, in provision method, you need to pass 4 entries. First is credit sale entry. ये जो एंट्री की हो ना, किया गया है ये डेटर्स टू सेल्स, ये एंट्री पास करना. Second entry is at the end of the year you need to estimate that some percentage of your debtor will not be able to pay money in future. You need to estimate how much percentage of your debtors will not be able to pay your money. You need to estimate. This is your expected loss. You need to show that expected loss in profit and loss. You need to estimate how much percentage of your debtors would not be able to pay in future, and this estimated loss you need to show in your profit and loss account, and this is called creation of provision for doubtful debt. जब प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेब्ट बनाना पड़ता है बैड डेब्ट के लिए, फ्यूचर लॉस के लिए, तो एंट्री क्या है? व्हेन प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेब्ट इज क्रिएटेड. जब प्रोविजन बनाते हो डाउटफुल डेब्ट के लिए कि हो सकता है कि वो फ्यूचर में पे करने के लिए अनेबल हो जाए, बट वो इंसॉल्वेंट हो जाए, उसके लिए तुम एस्टिमेट लगा रहे हो कितना परसेंटेज हो सकता है ऐसा जो डेटर्स मिला है. तो उसके लिए प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट डेबिट टू क्या करोगे? प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेब्ट. थर्ड एंट्री क्या है? जब एक्चुअली यू आर सर्टेन दैट पर्सन हैज बिकम इंसॉल्वेंट, जब एक्चुअली बैड डेब्ट हो जाता, मतलब यू आर सर्टेन दैट पर्सन हैज बिकम इंसॉल्वेंट, सो आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू रिकवर मनी. So, in that case, at that point of time, when there is actual bad debt, when there is actual bad debt, in that case, bad debt account debit to debtors. Bad debt account debit to debtors. And the final entry, what would be the final entry? This bad debt need to be adjusted. Fourth entry. When bad debt is adjusted against provision for doubtful debt. क्योंकि तुम तो बैड डेब्ट के लिए प्रोविजन क्रिएट कर रखे थे, उसके साथ क्या करना है? एडजस्ट करना है. एडजस्ट अगेंस्ट प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेब्ट. उस केस में एंट्री क्या करना है? प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेब्ट अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैड डेब्ट. प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल डेब्ट अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैड डेब्ट. ये है टोटल एंट्री. तो डायरेक्ट मेथड में 3 एंट्रीज आर इक्वल टू बस. इनडायरेक्ट मेथड में टोटल 4 एंट्रीज. पहले क्रेडिट सेल करो, उसके बाद प्रोविजन बना लो। उसके बाद जब एक्चुअल बैड डेब्ट होते हैं तब प्रोविजन तब डेटर्स रिड्यूस कर दो, बैड डेब्ट टू डेटर्स, और जो बैड डेब्ट एक्चुअली हुआ है वो बैड डेब्ट एडजस्ट कर दो जो ऑलरेडी प्रोविजन बना के रखे थे। क्लियर? तो तुम बोलो व्हाट इज बैड डेब्ट? तुम व्हाट इज बैड डेब्ट? एनीवन?
When debtor funds his debt for his insolvency, we write as bad debt.
When any person to whom you sold goods unable to pay his money due to his insolvency, and you are certain this is the sure loss, so you record as bad debt. It is the loss. Cut kar.